Okay.
All right, this one's gonna kick a little bit more, but it's gonna be just fine. All right, here we go. Finger on the trigger.
Okay.
And let's go nice and easy back. Smooth as silk. Here we go. All right, folks, welcome back. We're about to get to our YouTube Gold, but before we do so, we want to thank our new channel sponsor, Centera Investors. Centera is where I keep my portfolio. Evan keeps his portfolio there. He's behind the camera. I don't know why I gestured to him, but anyway, they're pro-Second Amendment, patriotic folks that have huge brains and know how to make you money over time. So anyway, Centera Investors, that's who I've been with. If you want to check them out, link down below. They sponsored the video and they're awesome. Let's head on to the video. Here we go, guys. Got a treat for you. We have an anti-gunner that we're going to be hanging out with, take to the range, shoot. We've done one of these videos already, but it was really just on the range. In this one, you're going to meet a gal named Gabby. I've never met Gabby. Gabby is the sister of Frank, who works for us. So her brother is crossed over to the dark side in the world of guns. We'll ask her how she feels about that. So you're going to kind of watch from our introduction all the way through and see if we can gain something through our just chatting it up, shooting a little bit, and maybe she'll change her mind some, maybe I will, maybe neither will. But either way, it'll be a good use of time, and you guys are coming along. So let's meet Gabby. Here we go. Hey, Gabby, John.
Nice to meet you.
My boss. El Jefe.
Okay.
Welcome. Thanks so much for agreeing to hang out with us some. Or are you nervous to be?
A little bit. I watched a few videos and I was like, oh, wow.
What about this traitor? I mean, he's gone over
I know.
to the dark side here.
Yeah, I know. He sent me pictures, like just hanging out at work, and I'm like, oh God. And then he asked, oh, who's hunting-gun? Oh, me? It's like, oh, my sister. Yeah.
Very good. Why don't you tell me where you're coming from in terms of guns?
Okay, so when I used to live here in Georgia, we went to a range, and so it was my first time shooting a gun, and it was super scary for me. Like I actually didn't, like I didn't know it was, the noise was so bad, and when I pulled the trigger, I felt like, oh my God, this is horrible. Like and actually like I pulled it, and then I did like this, and everybody was like, Gabby, you're gonna kill someone, please just leave that alone. I'm like, oh my God. And after that, I was like, I'm not touching a gun ever in my life. Yeah. It's so scary. And you know, to be honest, now that you see all this, like all these news of gunshots happening all the time, to me, it's very scary that people have they can just go and get one, and I don't think they're prepared, and that is what scares me about guns.
So you're going to give it one last ditch effort shot.
Yeah.
Because Frank. And
because Frank is, you know, my baby and everything.
Anti-gun, when I hear that, I say like, well, you don't want anyone to have guns. Is that what do you mean by anti-gun? You are against guns.
Well, I am against guns being so easy to and available for everybody. You know, I think there's like people who might know how to use them, but I am scared right now. Like, you know, anybody can just get a gun and they can like go into schools and shoot people, and that's what concerns me, the fact that I really believe there should be more control over. And that, I don't know, even maybe see like if you have any mental issues, like you really need to know how to use it.
Do you think only military and police should have guns? Should civilians be allowed to even get guns? Where are you on that spectrum stuff?
To me, I don't know. I mean, I think if we want civilians to have guns, it should be way more control, and because some people don't need one, it's just they have it. I don't even know why.
Okay, very good. Do you know what the current controls are for civilians to be able to get a gun?
I don't. I think it's pretty easy because I know a lot of people who have, but I'm not 100% aware of what is it.
Very good. So you know, if you wanted to get a handgun, first off, you have to be 21 years old. You have to pass a federal background check. And a lot of times, if you don't have a concealed weapons permit already, which means you've already gone to a courthouse and fingerprinted and waited a certain amount of time for that background check to come through, you've got to wait for the FBI to do a thorough, extensive background check on you before they'll release the gun into your possession. Did you know that that's the current protocol?
I didn't.
In which case, if like already we have a sophisticated system in place so that people aren't getting guns, and I see it in the media too, because I'm like, we're talking about loopholes and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, I can't buy guns like that. I have to have I have to go through the background check. That's how everyone gets a gun. I don't know of anyone that's not. Anyway, but a lot of folks who are calling for more control, they don't oftentimes know the current controls. So, and you said you didn't know that. How do you feel about that control already?
I feel that it's too easy. The thing is that I believe like a good guy can maybe become a bad guy in the bad circumstances. So I want to make sure that we are protecting ourselves the most we can.
As soon as you make that contingency, now it's a slippery slope, and you could just as easily say, well, given the certain criteria, anyone could be bad, therefore don't let anyone have guns. So the problem is as soon as we start legislating, we have a slippery slope problem. What happens if the government, do you trust our government?
Not really.
So if you don't trust our government and they're the only ones with the guns, what if our government went from untrustworthy to really bad?
Oh my God.
The trick is to give people the ability to defend themselves as a fail-safe for freedom. Because ultimately, whoever has the guns makes the rules. You're from Venezuela, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's happening in Venezuela right now?
Anybody have a gun, and they don't have to do a background check. Like there, it's it some kind of thing. And right now, obviously, the government it's hurting people, and they have been doing that for the last 6 years. They've been repressing people, and the civilians go on protest, and the government shut it down, and then obviously everybody stops, and the governments do whatever they want, and people just either accept it and live there, or they try to leave to have better circumstances.
How do you suggest you take your country back? What is the only way to overthrow tyrannical force?
A war?
It's force. What happens if only one side of the war, only one side got the guns? You don't have a war anymore, you have a slaughter, you have a genocide. That's Jews versus Hitler. That's what it looks like when one side has the guns. If someone broke into your house, and I look into the eyes of women and men who are held at gunpoint, knife point. I've trained through and counseled rape victims who never would have dreamed that would have come to there, but they went out for a run or something, and some guy broke in, and after they were not, some of them were not interested in guns and never thought it would happen to them. But when it finally happened to them, and they couldn't believe it, they were in that thing of that happened somewhere else, surely that wouldn't happen to me. When violence does truly come to their door, they all go pro-gun and they all go get a gun.
It's very scary what you said there. I guess I have never thought it in more realistic way. Like, okay, what happens if someone comes and try to attack me?
Me and you want the exact same thing, and what you said and why you thought it came from a really sweet thing, a sweet place that you shouldn't be ashamed of. We want the same thing, and that's peace and don't mess with us. But, don't hurt anyone, just stop. And my thing is, let's be armed so the bad guys don't even try. And let's be armed so the government doesn't even try. At least you understand where we're coming from, right?
Yes. I mean, I do understand, and although it's really hard to process everything, and it puts me in this place that I'm like, oh my God. What I am mostly scared of is the wrong person getting a gun.
Right, I'm scared of that too. I hate that idea. You've been so sweet to spend this amount of time with us, but I think we should go ahead and give it a go. I'm going to treat your experience on the range a lot different, and it's going to be a much better time. If you'll trust me, I think we're going to have fun. So you down for this?
Yeah.
You're going to shoot just the smaller pistols, or maybe if that goes well, do you think we could graduate you up to some bigger stuff? Frank's being like, yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, even the small one makes that noise that makes me scared.
Guys,
so.
Gabby's been awesome. We're headed to the range, so let's do it. Here we go. All right, so Gabby, we're here on the range. Last time you were at the range, you had a bad experience. Is that right?
Yes.
Why was that a bad experience?
Well, to start, that was the first time that I was shooting, and I think I never realized the kick and the sound. It really scared me.
Okay.
So that for me was the worst. Like I was not prepared for the kick and all the sound, and I was like, I just want to get out of here. This is horrible.
It was an indoor range?
Yeah.
Were there lots of other people shooting?
A few people.
Well, you're gonna have a better experience. I'm gonna start you off real small right here. Guys, we've already done some safety work. I went over the universal firearm safety rules with her. I showed her how to take a gun. I'm going to be doing all the weapon manipulation stuff out here, so I'm not really training her as some of you guys would like, hey, here's how I train someone. Like, that's fantastic, and that's what you should do. For us, though, we're trying to make a quicker video, and all I want to do is guarantee that there's no unsafe act. So I've taken care of all the weapon manipulations, which means I'm going to load, unload. All you have to do is when I hand you a gun, I'll block the trigger guard so you can't get to it. You're going to put your hand on here just like we showed you before. Don't point at anybody over here, and we'll be good to go. And I'm going to hang with you the whole time. So if you get scared, all you have to do is go finger off the trigger on the frame. I will take this gun and you can back up off. So if all of a sudden you want to run for the hills, you get to. You're able to break contact. Sound good?
Okay.
And we'll see how this one goes, and then we will go to something else. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and load this for you. It is loaded. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and step forward. Are you nervous?
Yes.
Don't be nervous, you're gonna kill it. All right, so fold around just like so. I'm gonna pin your finger right there so you're good. Let's go ahead and take this other hand like so, just like we did before when the camera was off. Let's go ahead and get your feet right. Spread out just a little bit more, and now all we're gonna do is have some fun shooting. Let's go ahead and put finger on the trigger.
There?
Oh, nope, right here. Glorious. All right, and we're just going to ease that trigger back. Just keep it going, keep it going. Oh, fantastic. That wasn't so scary, was it? It's all in your head. Here we go, have some fun. Go ahead and shoot it again. Here we go. And keep it going, keep it. Oh, glorious. You're doing great. You think it's scary. You're going to be having a blast here in about 1 minute. And easy. Smooth. Glorious. All right, I'm going to let you shoot a few more on your own. Just go on your own. Here we go.
There you go.
All right, that's it. Very good. And we are out. All right, very good. How do you feel? On top? Yes. How do you feel?
So it was interesting, like definitely different from that, and I didn't feel the kick as I felt it before, and it smelled like Christmas for me because
It smells like Christmas and freedom to us. Yeah. Would you like to try this one?
Okay, but I will do like a few bullets, not that many.
How about we do 3? Now it's going to be a little bit louder. All right, and we're going to step up. This is going to be a little bit easier to aim. Let's get that finger on the side and put our, there we go, glorious, just like so. And move around. Good, let's set our feet right. Good, let's look through here and you see the red dot?
Yes.
Just put that red dot on what you want to shoot.
Okay.
All right, this one's going to kick a little bit more, but it's going to be just fine. All right, here we go, finger on the trigger.
Okay.
And let's go nice and easy back, smooth as silk. Here we go. Very good, wonderful. Let's aim at the bottom black circle, and you're going to do great. Yep, here we go, and smooth and easy. Wonderful, very good. Let's grip it just a tiny bit tighter. You're doing great, doing awesome. Here we go. Finger on the trigger, and let's go nice and easy back, smooth. Very good. Very good. All right, great. One more, last one, and you got this. And nice and easy. Great. All right, finger off the trigger, and I got this one. Wonderful. So a little bit scary, but not so bad, right? And it's all downhill from here. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the one for sure I did one like that when I got very scared.
But you had a better experience today?
Yes, I got a better experience because, you know, you were helping me and I felt more secure, and you took it away and I just did like this, so I felt way more confident.
All right, so it's time to do this one. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this first just so that you can see kind of what to expect. It's a scarier, bigger dog, but it's like a lap dog. It's super sweet, doesn't push hard at all.
Okay.
Just like this. All right, wonderful.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna do great. So go. All right, let's go ahead and take a few shots. Here we go. Awesome. So good. Let them fly.
Woo!
2 more. What do you say you go 3 more real quick? 1, 2, 3. Finger off the trigger, gun on safe. I have it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, what'd you think?
Wow. that was quite an experience.
Pretty fun?
It was fun. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I can't imagine people like doing that.
A little bit of practice. You gotta have some creatine. You gotta work on it, right?
Yeah.
You gotta get in shape.
Yeah.
So very good. So can you see the appeal? Is this a fun thing?
I mean, yes, I can see. To me, the funner will be that one.
This is
because it's the smaller one. It's just the easier. But it gets fun as you see, like, oh, how am I doing? Am I shooting right? Like that I get might be the fun part of it.
Yeah, it's kind of like dancing.
Yeah.
It's fun to just get out there and go nuts, but as you start learning the steps and whatnot, it becomes really, really fun. And so the more you learn about how to do the stuff, your enjoyment just keeps going up. So this is like the worst time you should have shooting. And you're already thinking this is pretty great. So anyway. All right, so fun experience shooting. Has your mind changed any with guns from our first sit down to this?
Well, I believe that maybe what I'm thinking right now is that maybe the issue that I have, my issue is it's not directly with guns, but the preparation. So I think that actually what you guys do, it's pretty cool that you are teaching people how to do this, because that, like, I'm realizing that it's the problem I have with guns is that I don't feel there's much education around it, especially maybe because of my first experience. No one really taught me how to do it. They just like, okay, yeah, let's go to a shooting.
Right.
Like it's like, I don't know, playing volleyball. And I was like, okay. And so I think that I'm not that much against guns right now. I guess my feelings are more against the non-education of guns and
being unsafe and doing stupid stuff with
yeah,
them,
exactly.
Right? Yeah, very
So,
good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thank you so much for joining us, and hope you guys out there benefited as well. In your seats right now, go ahead and give her a round of applause. She did awesome. So brave, so open-minded, and I genuinely appreciate you. So thanks a lot. Guys, train hard, train smart. Subscribe, hit the notifications bell, like, comment, and we'll see you next time.